quite a bit, and he's a very integral character. Can you tell me a little bit about the sort of the schism that's going on in Krypton over what the future of their people should be? It's definitely a big factor in the movie.
Yeah, well, it forces this man Jor-El into some very strange behaviour for him. He's grown up as a warrior scientist. He is, he's a public figure on his planet, but the politics of his planet have divided from his own. In a situation now where natural birth is outlawed, there's no freedom of choice. If you want a baby, you apply to the government, and then once if they say yes, then you've got 10 categories of child you can choose from. All of whom are directly connected to, the chosen bloodlines of Krypton. All of these things just drive him nuts. It's just not where he believes that that life and the experience of life should be. So obviously he makes some decisions to basically become an outlaw. And he and his wife get pregnant. So there's 9 months there of a public figure covering up his wife's pregnancy. So there's a lot of stuff going on. When I read it, I suppose it's the part of me that is absolutely apparent. Your life changes completely when you have a baby. You become the most vulnerable that you've ever been. And all of your supposed priority lists just go completely out the window because your kid comes first. So to be in a situation where you've got precious little time with your baby, right? But you give that up with the hope that at some other point in the galaxy, your child will get to have a life. It's a massive risk. An incredibly selfless thing to do. It's funnily enough, later on when I do get to talk to Jor-El as an adult, this was an argument backwards and forwards between me and Zach, and then eventually Zach agreed with me, but then he had to go backwards and forwards with Chris Nolan, because I don't think Jor-El put his consciousness into the machine. He put his conscience into the machine. It's a different thing. Consciousness is the accumulation of knowledge, right? But that can also be the accumulation of how to bullshit people, Jor-El needs to make his conscience available to his son. So if his son asks him a direct question, he gives a direct answer. So anyway, we'll have that ongoing conversation, no doubt, as we go around publicising it. Whenever I get a moment, I'll just get into Chris Nolan's ear.
Nice.